Yo, it's Vegabomber and welcome to Vegabomber Land. Subject of this video? Well, that's real easy. My latest DVD that's been added to my collection. Yeah, that's right. Captain America Civil War. Now, as you know, I don't usually like to buy a lot of Blu-rays these days. The cost of Blu-rays is getting a little higher, and especially since it's going to show up on VOD in about 2 to 3 months. But every now and again, a movie comes out that's done so well as far as I'm concerned, I have to buy it because I can see myself watching that video over and over and over again. So if you're like me, you probably have somewhat of a video collection going. And so if that's the case, then let me tell you why this movie deserves to make it into your collection. So the first thing is, this was a good movie just to see in the theater, first of all. I mean, to me, as far as I'm concerned, this year, and there were, 5 superhero movies that are out this year? One of them still yet to come out in Doctor Strange. I think it's safe to say that Civil War is definitely the best superhero movie this year. And you could probably make a case it's one of the best superhero films. If it's not number 1, it's definitely in the top 3. That's how enjoyable this film was. But in terms of Blu-rays, pretty interesting. What I like about it is, as you can see on the slipcover here, you see that there's the team kind of at each other, a versus pose, like when you see an MMA poster of somebody versus somebody else and that sort of thing. And you see the NFL try to copy that too on Monday Night Football. Put the one quarterback over here, one quarterback over here. But you'll see that on the cover, you see that they both are all suited up. And then when you slide it out, what you see on the cover is that they're unmasked. So I thought that was pretty cool. So at any rate, let's to Blu-ray. So with most Blu-rays, as you would imagine, you're going to get things like bonus features. And for some people, it's just seeing what the extra little featurettes are. For some people, it's about the gag reels, which to me, I don't really care that much about the gag reels. Yeah, they can be funny, but to spend the extra $4 or $5 to get this just to see someone mess up, probably not the funniest thing for me. So I don't care about the gag reels so much, but I do care about the deleted scenes because I want to see what scenes didn't make the movie. And I'll tell you for sure in this, there's a scene for sure that I feel like it was a crime that it wasn't in the movie, and that's the scene that has Black Widow and Black Panther talking before Bucky escapes. And so for me, and my money, since that scene is only 30 to 35 seconds, it should have still been in the movie because I think it just really kind of pops to show you something about Black Widow and something about Black Panther actually. So to me, I think that should have still been in the film. And then the other reason why people might watch these things is because of the commentaries. And the commentaries, as you know, is the film playing with either the actors or the directors or maybe the producer all talking about the film. And as you kind of watch it, maybe you're not watching it, maybe you're cleaning up around the house, but you get to hear what these people think of the film. And sometimes I find the commentaries great because you learn a lot about filmmaking, which is pretty awesome when you start watching films enough. At some point, if you're like me, you want to take them apart and figure out how did they do that? How did they put it together? Or what was the reason for why that character is doing this, or why you thought to cut this character out or transform this character into this? Well, you get a lot of those types of things in some of the commentaries. Not all commentaries are good, but I believe that this commentary is pretty good because you do have the Russo brothers talking on it. So you have the people that actually produced it talking about it rather than people just going for quips and saying funny things, which they kind of do too. So that's another reason why somebody would buy the Blu-ray. This also has on it, along with that, 2 special featurettes. On the Road to Civil War from Captain America's perspective, showing you how they built up Captain America over these last 8 years. And then on the Road to Civil War for Iron Man, showing how he first was shown, who kicked this all off in 2008, up to where he is today. And so I thought those 2 featurettes were pretty interesting from that perspective. And then, of course, you got an overall featurette just talking about On the Road to Civil War altogether. So to me, that's worth spending a little extra money. Now, there are different versions of this DVD that you will see out there. You obviously have the regular standard DVD, which is not going to have a lot of the bonus features on here. Then you have the middle tier Blu-ray, which will have basically just the digital copy. Won't have the digital copy, but it will have the movie itself and a couple of these special commentaries on it. And then when you buy this version, which is the 3D Blu-ray, you get the 3D of the film plus the regular HD version of the film, and then you get the code so that you can then download it, and that way you don't have to have the disc. You can have it. You can play the movie wherever you're at on any device that you have. So that's pretty cool as well. But this is probably the higher end. Now, Target came out with a special version. This is the Walmart version, and then Best Buy has what they call a steel book, which it's actually in a much better case. It's not like in a slip cardboard card like this. It's actually in a little steel book, and it's commemorate, and it's embossed and all that cool stuff. So if you're a real big collector, you're probably looking for the steel book, but if you're just a big fan of the movie and you want the digital, the access to be able to take it and play it on any device, then you probably will buy this version. But just to own this movie is good to begin with. So that's kind of my short little quick review on this. Your turn. What do you think? Is this a movie that you would add into your collection? And if so, which version would you buy? Do you need the whole loaded up, duded out version? Or do you just like the simple version because you just want to play it a couple of times? And then if you did buy this and you already have this already, which were some of your favorite deleted scenes? Just let me know down there in the comments. I'd love to see you there. So if you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you feel like sharing this video with your friends, if you found it helpful, do that as well. And of course, you can always subscribe. I'm your boy Vegabomber, and I'm out. You crap! Long gone. Long gone.